to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Pass to Korkmaz. Fires the three. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Satoransky right side. On the take. There's a screen by Metu. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The visitors with the ball. Pass to James. Launches it. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Satoransky passes to Metu. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Back to James. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Calathes. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Driving in. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
First personal foul. First team.
And that one misses. Hernan Gomez with it. Parker outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. To the wing, right side. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Brown passes to James. Back to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by James.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Off target with the open look. Check by James.
Away team ball.
To the middle. The steal. Check by James. Off target with the three. Here's the break. Here's Korkmaz. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Korkmaz has got 5.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Parker. He buries it from 3.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
The shot by James, no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Satoransky. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Here's Calathes, and he makes it on the layup. Pass to Satoransky. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Calathes, covered by Satoransky. And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds. Home team ball.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. He's got 7. James outside from deep three-point range, and Parker pulls it down. James has gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Back to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Parker. Three-pointer. No luck on that one. Parker's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And here's Brown for 3. Sinks the tray. Brown's got 5. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Satoransky right side. Here's Parker. Ooh, he drains the 3, but let's...
2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
Looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
Yeah, the replay makes it obvious. I mean, he got that shot off in time. It should be an easy decision for the officials.
It's the end of the first. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Diallo, and the layup is good off the glass.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
And there's a pick. It's Anderson on the wing. And he drives in. The rebound by Diallo. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Cornelie. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Fires from deep. Here's Fall, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And Diallo, here we go. Uses the glass on the layup. Diallo's got 4 points this quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Inside, here's Vesely, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Cornelie. Now here's Diallo. From outside, off the mark.
Away team foul. Martinez. First personal foul. First team foul.
Buries it from 3.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Down low. It's hauled in by Fall.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
He shoots it. It doesn't go for him. Finished off the break.
Well, you always want to pass the ball up court on the break. Normally leads to easy points, and we all know those are hard to come by.
Anderson against Diallo. 1:49 left in the first half. Here's a Kobo. Finished off the break.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Pass to Diallo. A minute 15 left in the first half of this one. Cuts off the pass. It's Anderson on the wing. No points so far. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Cornei passes to Diallo. Lets the 3 fly. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Diallo on the wing from the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. 15 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Vesely. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Cornei. Can't get it to fall. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Leading by 5. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
It's time for your fan half-court shot.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
Once they gain position.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The visitors with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Calathis. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson against James to the left side wing. They get it back. Second chance shot. And he hits the jumper for 2.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
To the inside, Korkmaz. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Korkmaz has got 7.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Outside, Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Tries yet again. Here's Vesely. And finally, they hit one. 6 points for him.
They are just owning the boards right now.
James, outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
The away team, James.
Both free throws good from James.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Satoransky goes in. Pass to Metu. And on Gomez sets a screen. No good on the three. James inside, working on Metu. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That free throw good from James.
James at the line for two.
And so he hits both. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Parker left side. Korkmaz pulls it in. Parker's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. James passes to Brown. Back to James. Got a piece of it. Now here's Hernan Gomez. Defense right on him.
The ball goes to the elite.
On Monday, and then on Tuesday, not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he banks in the layup.
Papagiannis. Assistant, James.
Here's Metu, defended by Brown. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. That one goes, count it. He's got 6.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Now James, he has 7 for the tie. That shot off.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Satoransky. Off target from outside. Satoransky's gone 1 for 4 from the field. Korkmaz, good. Korkmaz has got 9.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And the shot goes down.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Brown scanning the floor. Down low. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Satoransky. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Kalathis. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
.29 seconds left in the third quarter. And that one's on target from the wing. 13 points in the game.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead. Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
There's a screen by Metu, and it's Satoransky penetrating. Soft touch off the glass. Satoransky's gotten 4 this quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
James, left side. And here's Brown for 3, and no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the fourth. Who will carry the day? They're up by 5. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Calathis. Out to James. Inside. Pass to Korkmaz. Now here's Brown. 6 to shoot. Back to Korkmaz. Outside, Brown takes the 3. It's hauled in by Fall. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. The ball goes to the away team.
And here's James to the paint. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got rebound number 7 tonight. And it's finished off by Anderson.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
And if you're going to pull away, now is the time to do it. Time to finish the game strong.
Knocks down the long James.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
And there's the drive. James with the rebound. Outside, Brown. And there's the rejection. Check by James. Pass to Anderson. To the middle. Here's Vesely. Powered down after the assist. Led him to the lane.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Here's Calathis. Here's Korkmaz. Anderson covers. Stolen by Anderson. Takes it inside. That one drops for him.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Here's Calathis. Pass to Brown. From behind the arc. The shot won't fall.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Fires for 3. Knocks down the triple.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
The deep 3. The offensive rebound. Anderson can't hit from in close.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Korkmaz. Now James. Clock at 6. From deep. The shot no good.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
At the line for your home team.
And the first one at the line is good. One of the biggest challenges for coaches these days, Stan, is roster turnover. How do you deal with the player movement?
Well, look, Brian, it's to be expected, first of all. And second of all, you just, every year starts new. You start from square one every year, and you build it. And if you make an in-season deal, you start over again from square one and build it up.
Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there. Couldn't get it to go. Brown can't hit.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Well, if that was one of my players, I'd think about sitting him down right away and letting him think about that one.
Offensive board. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. James with the rebound. And so they get the victory here at home. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clear.
Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Howard, and it's Hall in at the center position. Pass to Howard. Here's Luau. Back to Howard. Lets it go from deep. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. To the paint. And he converts the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Luau gets it to go.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Medu can't hit. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Hall. Knocked loose. Out left to the wing. Satoransky finds Parker. That shot off the mark. And here's the break. Outside Howard. Satoransky grabs the miss.
First personal foul, second team foul.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Fires for three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. For three. The rebound by Medu.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 5 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Pulls up. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Luau's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Satoransky with it. Here's Medu. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Hall. Stolen. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Outside Howard. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
I'll tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Wasted no time on that one.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Parker outside. They get a hand on it. Just 5 on the clock. Hernan Gomez finds Parker. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Satoransky against Howard. Here's the 3. Hands it from downtown.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. This one for 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
To the wing right side. Hits the 3-point bomb. He has 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
There's the 3. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. brings him up to 4 for 9.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Monaco. No good from outside. Here's Llewellyn. Shoots the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer, Peter.
Big-time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the...
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Leading by just 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
They've got Fall, and it's Anderson in at the 3 spot.
Home team foul. Anderson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. No good on the quick 3. Here's Laprovitola. No good on the 3. Stolen by Anderson. 3-pointer. Drills the 3-pointer. Provitola's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The 3-pointer no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Buries the long-range jumper. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Pass to Vesely. Here's Laprovitola. It's deflected. Here's Baldwin. Defended by Anderson. Beyond the arc. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Baldwin. Sinks the triple. Baldwin's got 5.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Laprovitola. Lays it up off the glass.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Off target from 3-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And the layup's good off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Pass to Baldwin.
2 minutes remaining.
6 to shoot. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Anderson's shot is off.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
A 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. 9 points in the game so far.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Baldwin looking for the opening. Takes a 3. Fall with the rebound. Baldwin's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. 59 seconds left now here in the second. It's deflected, and they get it back. Lets the three fly. He can't get it to go. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Anderson outside.
Team foul. Number 4. First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Ball win. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good.
Rockport beat 2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Now Howell. Here's Luwawu. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
The visiting team.
They're up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey there.
You take a look at the visitors. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the visiting team.
They've had the...
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hernan Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker. And it's Satoransky in at the 1 spot. Here's Howard. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Howard's got 5 points so far.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Howard is out there with Luwawu. And it's Monecki in at the 4. There's the drive, and it's in there.
That's a finish for the purists out there. The lightest of touches on the finger roll.
Parker outside. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Hall. Hall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Takes it off the glass. He's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Parker drives in, and he banks in the layup.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Off target from outside.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Pass to Satoransky. Back to Parker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Here's the three. Pass to Saski. Back to Hernan Gomez. Now here's Saski. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Saski's got his first points of the night. A nice shot by Howard.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Howard's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. To the wing on the left. Right around 3 minutes into the second half.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. 2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot clock at 6. From the arc. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Howard's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I'll tell you, tough first half, puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Medu, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. They're looking to trim the deficit to single digits. Out to the right wing, 3-pointer. That shot off. Sadoranski's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Hall passes to Howard. Sinks the 3-pointer. Howard's got 17 now.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Parker outside. It's up a 3. Can't hit that one. Got it up. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Leading by 14. And we're coming. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Laprovitola. They've got Anderson. And it's Laprovitola in at the point. 3-pointer. The shot missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shot kicks to Baldwin. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. Baldwin's gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Pass to Fall. Here's Laprovitola. Trains the 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Defended by Anderson. Pass to Baldwin. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Puts up a deep 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
From outside the arc, Fall with the rebound. Although they're down big right now, Greg, still plenty of time left in this one.
At this point, they got to take it one possession at a time.
Here's Laprovitola. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Launches it from deep. Baldwin can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And here's the fast break. Here's Laprovitola. From outside, off the mark. Laprovitola's gone 40% from the floor in 10 attempts. Pass to Baldwin. Puts up a deep three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. He's covered by Anderson.
2 minutes.
Stiluwalu.
2 minutes.
Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
From past the arc, Fall with the rebound. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's the break. Howard with a clean look. No good on the triple. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the fourth. Laprovitola. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Laprovitola's gone 6 of 12 in the game from the floor. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
Number 17. Number 17.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. Shot from the wing. Knocks it loose.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
And Howard has it in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
To the left wing. Pass to Jop. There's the pick. Clock at 6. Takes a three. Knocks down the three ball.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
And here is Howard. And so the road team gets the W in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can...
Greetings. It's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast, along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in at the 2.
That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Inside. In transition. Puts up a deep 3. They get it again. Takes a 3. Hits the trifecta.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside, Brown. About a minute played here so far in the first. The layup misses. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. Check by James. Pass to Luwawu Cabarrot. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. Luwawu Cabarrot has gone 2 of 4 from the field. There's the 3. Hauled in by Brown. Luwawu Cabarrot has gone 1 for 4 from distance. It's stolen by Howard. The 3 is up. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
And James gets it to go.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Brown, a screen on Howard. And too long on the shot.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Pass to Luwawu Cabarrot. Hits the three-pointer. Luwawu Cabarrot's got 11 points.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
There's the drive. And here's Brown for three. Second shot opportunity. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
First personal foul.
And the free throw, no good. And they're running. And he lobs it up top.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. James inside. Pass to Korkmaz. From deep. The shot, no good. James is gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good. It's stolen by Howard. Here's Manecki. And stolen by Brown. That one's good from James on the assist from Brown. James has got his second basket of the game.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Kalathis. Pass to James. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Hall. James has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Hall. Robbed. And here they come. And here they go. James can't get it to go.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Misses the layup.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Luwawu-Cabarrot, no good. Brown scanning the floor. From deep three-point land. That one is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little...
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit difference. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And it's Hall in at the center position.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Launches a three. Connects from downtown. Luwawu-Cabarrot's got 20.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Driving to the basket. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Howard. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Fires the 3. And he can't get that one.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
From downtown. Unable to get that one.
He's cold from distance here in the second quarter. May want to try a different approach moving forward.
Akubo gets the bucket. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. On Tuesday, then on Thursday.
Substitution on the court.
So it's the home team now. It's a 10-point game. Down low. Here's Mata. It's rebounded by Ja. Covered by Diallo. Sends it home from three-point land.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
For three. The shot off that time.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, there are some players who felt the 65-game requirement for postseason awards was too high. The NBA's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, said, quote, "You're still allowed to miss 20% of the season. People pay to go, and they want to see their stars play." Brian, it's all about the fans.
True enough, Allie. Thanks. Just 5 to shoot. Okobo gets the bucket. Give him 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Baldwin. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Diallo. To the inside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he makes the first. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Baldwin. Still without a bucket. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Knocks it down from distance.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Here's Corneli. Pass to Diallo. That shot missing.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
It's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Okobo gets the bucket.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Puts up a 3. Pure from 3-point range.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Corneli. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second team foul.
And that one misses. 44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Corneli. Now here's Diallo. Here's Mata. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Ja. Pass to Baldwin. The 3 is up. That one no good. And the first half now in the books. Up by 8. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a...
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Thanks for tuning in.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. With his first shot attempt. He can't hit that time.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And it's Manecki in at the power forward.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. To the paint. Banked it in off the glass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. And here comes the break. Pulls up for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Luau Cabarro's got 23.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
The 3, James. Doesn't go that time.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Luau Cabarro gets it to go. Luau Cabarro's got 6 here in the quarter.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
They set a pick. Shot is up. The shot by James, no good.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Here's Luau Cabarro. Korkmaz pulls it in.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
James outside. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 6 points for him.
There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Luau Cabarro, no good. James, right side. To the inside. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Calathis. The shot, no good. Here's Luau Cabarro. The quick look, no good that time. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Count the basket.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
The 3. Korkmaz pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. .121 left in the third quarter. To the middle. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's James. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Luau Cabarro from outside the arc. He can't get that one to fall. 56 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. That shot is off. Now Howard, check by James. Here's Luau Cabarro. Three-pointer off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Calathis. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And this is his second attempt at the line tonight. And the free throw, no good.
Yeah, just hold for the last shot. Don't give them another possession at all.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Gets the three ball to go. He's got 6.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here's Brown for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Leading by 7. We'll get right. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. James with the rebound.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Here's Calathis. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Takes one from 10 feet, and it's off the back of the rim. No good.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Baldwin. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Korkmaz. Down low. Intercepted. Final quarter of play. About a minute and a half off the clock. Oh, swiped away. Here's Calathis. And he gets that one.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Here's Baldwin. That 3's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And here's Brown for 3. They get it again. Misses from close range. To the inside. They still need this. Chop. Good. Chop's got his first bucket in this one.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
To the middle. Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
Defended by Brown. James with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. And he lays it in off the breakaway.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
I'll take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Pass to Baldwin. And stolen by Brown. Here we go. Now, here is James. Guarded closely. And the basket by Brown.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Here's Baldwin driving inside, and the layup falls. A minute and a half left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside, Brown. Inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul.
Good on the first, and that ties this game up. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
Pass to Job. There's 57 seconds left in the game. Covered by Diallo.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
50 seconds left to play in the fourth.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a two-point ball game.
And just incredible confidence at the free throw line. That is how you win close games.
The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Howard. The rebound by Corleone.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Here's Luau Cabarro.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right
there. He drops the first one, and that makes it a three-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Song. Then there's Hernan Gomez and Zadaransky in at the point guard position.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see. And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
And just a fantastic run of games for him. A look at the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
They get it back, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And Gomez has got his second bucket.
And you know what? He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty when it comes to really fighting on the backboard.
A really good start for him overall. He's already having a big impact on this game.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And Brown drops them both. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Hernan Gomez with a screen for Song. Dives for it. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy again.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Fires the 3. Kalathis, no luck. Now Sar lets it go from deep. Good on the three-point shot. Sar's got 5.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
And here's James outside. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
They set the pick. Here's Brown. Nails the baby hook.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to catch up with the head coach of the home team. Of course, John Morant's named first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Good on the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Korkmaz. Carries it from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And a wide open look for Saar. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Saar's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. And here we go. Fast break. Saar's got it. And the basket is good.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Papagiannis. Satoransky grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Satoransky. Scoreless thus far.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses.
Here's Papagiannis. From deep three-point land, Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, here's Satoransky. The shot goes in, first of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Brown. And stolen by Saar. Here's Parker. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Up 11. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge, too.
Korkmaz is out there with Brown. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 down low. And that one's good. Korkmaz has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Falls out there with Medu. And there's Anderson. And it's Labro Vitola in at the 1 spot.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz. And it's Papagiannis in at the center.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Down low, here's Akobo. And the layup falls. Akobo's got his first bucket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Medu is out there with Fall. Then there's Anderson. And it's Labro Vitola in at the point guard. On heels, no luck. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. It's good from long range.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Kept alive.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Master Corniche takes the 3. Fall with the rebound. Now Anderson. He's guarded by Diallo. Back to Anderson. Into the lane. And it's blocked. Here's the break. Finished off the break.
Open court basketball at its best. The D slow to catch up, and the assist leads him right to the basket.
Jacks up a 3. Corniche with the rebound. Got a piece of it. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And that was a risky pass. Fortunate
that the D didn't get that one. It was in the air for a long time.
Here's Diallo. Still without a basket. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Medu. Poked loose. Anderson with the ball. Picked up by Moniunas. Lays it up and banks it in.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played.
2 minutes.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession on Thursday. And then on Thursday. Here's Laprovitola. The three.
And in this quarter, they just haven't had the success from beyond the arc that they began the game with.
And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Diallo the pass to Okobo. 4 on the clock. Here's the three. The rebound by Medu. Pass to Anderson. The tray. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lets it fly. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Anderson's got 5.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second person.
All the officials are all over that one.
First one falls for him.
Number 32.
Good on both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Medu. No good with the triple. One-on-one fast break. Here's Diallo. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woken him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
The 3 from Anderson. Drills it from outside. 8 points for him.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Pass to Moniunas. Here's Cornish. There's a screen by Moniunas. And the basket by Cornish.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Laprovitola. Shoots from the corner. He can't get that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct order.
I like the aggressiveness. He's pushing the action, looking for his shots. I think he's going to be tough to stop tonight.
He has that air of confidence. And now, not a bad... Thank you for being with us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Kalathis. Satoransky covering. Kalathis, no luck. We've got Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Song. And it's Satoransky in at the point. Goes up the baseline, and that one drops.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
They got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the center, locking down the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
We've got Satoransky. Hernan Gomez out there with Parker. Then it's Czar. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. James fires from way outside. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Here's Czar. Here's Hernan Gomez. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points. Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
James looking around. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. Pushing it up. Here's Satoransky. Offensive rebound. Hernan Gomez kicks to Satoransky from deep. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
James, the pass to Korkmaz. Back to James. Brown outside. Count it. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Hernan Gomez with a screen for Parker. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for the away team.
That's good from Parker.
Parker taking 2 shots.
And Parker drops them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The half-court bomb falls off target. Here's Czar. From outside, off the mark.
This shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
James defending. Offensive rebound. Pass to Satoransky. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Korkmaz grabs the miss.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Round kicks to Papagiannis. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Korkmaz has got 8.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
Hernan Gomez finds Parker. Fires the 3. Another shot. Pass to Song. It's intercepted. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 10. Korkmaz has gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Back to Satoransky. Launches a 3. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Brown. There's There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Korkmaz, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offline with his three.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
One-on-one here. Yep, that one goes in there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Sarr. A three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Now, here's James. Off with the layup. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 11. And we're coming back in just... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On out there at Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Calathis in at the point.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Out to the wing. There's the 3. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 6th rebound on the night. James with a deep 3. And Sarr pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent. He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Here's Calathis. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's the steal. And they're pushing it up. Korkmaz passes to Brown. Back to Korkmaz. Parker with the steal. And they're moving it up. This one for 3. In the corner, it's Sarr. And a miss there on the triple.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Brown outside. Six on the shot clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now, here's Satoransky. Defense right on him. They get it back. James defending. Carries it from 3-point range. 20 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes. Old team foul. Papagiannis. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Pass to Diallo. Here's a Kobo. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Parker's shot is off. Parker's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And here is Baskonia. Good, nice job down low. Baskonia has got his first points of the night.
Nice ball movement there, delivered the pass right on time.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Diallo. Count that bucket.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Diallo's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. And the basket by Cornish. Cornish has gone 2 of 4 from the field. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth. They grabbed their own miss. A 3 ball. Cornish with the rebound. Here he goes. A Kobo. That's good.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Czar. Hernan Gomez down low. Working on Monaco. 6 to shoot. And again, unable to change momentum here.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the inside, Parker. Missed inside. Not sure the miracle Craig is on hand here tonight for them.
Well, they need one, but gonna play it until the final whistle.
Good! And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
The ball goes to the away team.
Eight seconds left in the game. It's stolen. Here's a Kobo. Can't connect. And so the road team gets the W in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know,
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Chimezie Metu. He's out there with Willie Hernangomez. And it's Parker in at the small forward position. Pass to Maneki. They set the pick. Here's Luau Cabarro. Knocks down the long J.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Now here's Parker. 4-3. Gets the three to fall.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Satoransky. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Howard inside. Hernangomez there. Howard's shot's good.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Metu. Parker outside.
Home team foul. Monaco. First personal foul. First team foul.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Rebound by Hall.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Luau Cabarro passes to Hall. The three. And Luau Cabarro gets it to go. Luau Cabarro's got 6 points.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Parker, no good. Here's Maneki. Drains the triple.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Parker outside. Looking to end the run. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Howard. Pass to Maneki. Here's Luau Cabarro. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Covered by Satoransky. Pass to Hall.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
They set the screen. Luau Cabarro passes to Hall. Now Howard. Let's go with a three. Hernangomez with a rebound. Satoransky outside with the drive. Cabarro with the rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
And here's Howard. Pass to Hall. Over to the left wing. Here's Cabarro. Buries it from 3.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
Cabarro has gone 3 of 4 shooting from 3. There's a minute 12 left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Metu missing.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Hall. Here's Howard. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Satoransky outside. Parker outside. Back to Hernan Gomez. Here's Metu. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. No good that time. It's stolen. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's Howard. And he converts the layup. Howard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
I just love the ball movement.
Howard's gone 2 for 3 from the field. No good from outside. Out left to the wing. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Tipped away, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Up in time. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Up 11. We'll take a quick break and then get you back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
They set the pick. Baldwin's shot is off. Here's Vesely. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He's got his first free throws of the night right here. Then he drops the first.
Vesely taking 2 shots.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. To the paint. And a missed layup. And he makes it.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Baldwin. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. It in with a nice touch off the window.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Team foul. Baldwin. First personal foul. Second team foul.
From distance.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Yeah, have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
There's a screen. Anderson covers. No good with the triple. 3-point spread on the scoreboard. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Baldwin. Still no points. Launches a three. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Robbed. It's tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. On Tuesday and then on Friday.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Lets it go from deep. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. It's a close game here in Boston. The 3 is up. It doesn't go for him. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. To the left wing.
2 minutes.
Five on the clock. Misses the 3.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Inside. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Here's Baldwin. This one for 3. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Baldwin's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Outside, Anderson. For 3. Deflected. Here's Jock. Picked it out of midair. And here's the fast break. Anderson with space. Here's Vesely. And he hits it to tie the game. He has 7.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Here's Baldwin. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game. .34 seconds left in the second period. From downtown. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. Down low. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and you'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Howard in the high post. He has 7. Fires in the triple. Loahu Camaro's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Take a look at the home team. They're sort of stuck in this same range, right in the middle, here in the middle of the season.
Middling over. One thing I'll say, they've been poised with the ball. Keep turnovers down, allows you to level up.
Yeah, hard to gain momentum when you're giving. And that's it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And it's Maneki in at the 3. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Sinks it from distance.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
We've got Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Metu in at power forward. They set a pick. Back to Howard. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one. Parker outside. Here's the 3. The rebound by Hall. Hall's got 4 rebounds in the game. 3-pointer. Satoransky pulls it in. The 3 ball. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Pass to Howard. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Parker, no good. There's the 3. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Lets the 3 fly. No good there.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Right wing. Here's Luau Cabarro. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Luau Cabarro's got 19 points. Here's Metu. Satoransky outside. Wide open look. It's not going to go for him.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Takes the 3. And Luau Cabarro gets it to go. 22 points for him.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Maneki. Now, here's Howard. He's got 7. Nails it from 3.
When you let a team knock down that many 3s, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. The home team calls timeout. Boy, what a run. The points just piling up, Grant.
Hey, whatever they discovered here, it's working for them.
And Luau Cabarro gets it to go.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Satoransky shot is off.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
There's a screen. Pass to Luau Cabarro. Sinks the tray. Luau Cabarro's got 28.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Hits a 3-pointer.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Howard up top, covered by Satoransky. Luwawu-Cabarrot passes to Howard. Shoots. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. Hernan Gomez has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a screen by Metu. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Home team foul.
The home team calls timeout.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
The home team calls timeout. There's a screen by Metu. No good on the quick 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Up by 15. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for... And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Pass to Hernan Gomez. There's a screen by Metu. Drives to the hoop. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Chimezie Metu out there with Willie Hernan Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard position. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. The 3 is up. He's off on that one. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Yeah, the first half was 1 to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Pass to Howard. Ball stolen. Shot from the wing. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
As bad as he was in the first half, that's how good he's been since.
Here's Maneki. The 3. And Luwawu-Cabarrot gets it to go. Luwawu-Cabarrot's got 31 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
There's a screen by Metu. Here's Parker. They grab their own miss. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Howard. From deep three-point land. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. From outside, off the mark. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Metu, pass to Hernan Gomez. Hits the trifecta.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And Luwawu-Cabarrot gets it to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Home team foul. Maneki. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
We're in the the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. From deep. Can't get it to drop.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Baldwin's checked in for Howard. Off target with the three.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Here's Vesely. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Lets it fly. Here's Fall. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Here's Baldwin. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Here's Vesely. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Seven-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Luau Cabarro. No good on the triple.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Offensive rebound. Tipped. Here's Baldwin. So they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Korkmaz. He's out there with Brown. And it's Calathes in at the point guard. Here's Luwawu. And the three off target. Outside, James. Driving the lane. Rebounded by Monaco. Here's Luwawu. Shoots the three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Here's Monaco. First quarter, just over a minute played. Pass to Hall. Here's Monaco. Clock at 6. From the top of the key, and that's good for 2. So it's the visitors now. It's a 5-point game. Brown the pass to James. Here's Howard. And he makes good on the layup.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Hall. They get it back. Pass to Monaco from downtown. Out left to the wing. Sedikurskis drills the three-pointer.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Calathes to end the run, and the layup is up and in.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brown, no good.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Howard misses. Pass to James. To the middle. Here's Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, that's a smart play. Taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Luwawu. Calathes grabs the board.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
The offensive rebound. And that one's good. James.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Luwawu. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Brown.
Well, this is certainly not the game he was hoping for offensively, but they've been able to find points as a team even without his contributions.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
For the away team.
He's off on the first.
At the line for 2.
And he sinks the second. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. To the left side wing. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Papagiannis. Finished off the break. Papagiannis has got his second basket.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Gets one to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Inside. Here's the break. Here's Luwawu. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Brown with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Luwawu, that's good. And so Howard with the assist. Luwawu's got 9 points.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Tipped away. 15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Brown outside. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. They lead by 3. And back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Well, their defense was incredible. Wreaking havoc and coming up with steals left and right. Just a tremendous effort.
Diallo out there at Corniche. And it's Moniunas in at the pivot, manning the middle. Puts up a deep 3. No good on the shot. Here's a Kobo from 7. Moniunas, no luck. Here's Baldwin. Misses off the left iron.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
That's tipped. Pass to Enjai. Moniunas with the steal. Here's a Kobo. It's rebounded by Jop.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Here's a Kobo. Still scoreless. To the paint. And Jop with the block. Pass to Baldwin. Launches it. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Moniunas finds Diallo. The 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Diallo's got his first 3 points of the game.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
Shot clock at 6. For 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Drains the jumper to finish the break. Diallo's got 5 points so far.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to Baldwin. Lets the 3 fly. Enjai's shot is off. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Diallo, no good. Here's Baldwin. No scoring in this one. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Yeah, well, passing it inside out is always a good idea. You can usually get your teammate a clean look.
Here's Enjai. He's guarded by Diallo. And Enjai kicks to Baldwin. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Baldwin's got his first points in this one. Pass to Corniche. Now here's Diallo. For the 3. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Fires the three. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
A Kobo. That's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Baldwin the pass to Chuck. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
On Tuesday. Then on Thursday. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. So it's the visitors now. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
At the line for the away team. Diallo. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Here's Baldwin. 46 seconds left in the first half. Shoots. Onish with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Drives to the hoop. Oniunas' shot is good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Baldwin, and it's blocked. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Connects from three-point range. He has 6.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Drops in the train. From deep three-point land. That one doesn't drop. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. They're up by 2. They'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
You take a look at the visitors. They're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs.
They've done a lot of things well, but I look at the second chance points. That's where they're doing the most damage, guys.
Comes down.
That is more than enough of a...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Howard is out there with Luwawu, and it's Hall in at the 5, roaming the paint. Luwawu's shot is off.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
On out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James. And it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot.
First team foul.
Over to the wing. Here's Korkmaz. Sinks the three-pointer. Korkmaz has got his second basket of the night. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Luwawu is out there with Howard. And it's Monecki in at the 4. They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown. And it's Papagiannis in at the center position. Here's James. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. James has got 5 now.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Howard kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Calathes can't get it to fall. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Luwawu. And James pulls it down.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Korkmaz passes to Calathes. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Papagiannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. It's a close game here in Boston. Here's Luwawu. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got his 4th assist in this one.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Brown outside. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
And he hits the first of 3. Good on the second free throw. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. James up top. He's got 5. Got a hand on it. Pass to Brown. Looking to end the run. Calathes, no luck. Calathes has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Cuts off the pass. Brown with it, and it's Howard picking him up. The shot's good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now here's Howard. He's tightly guarded. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Papagiannis. Papagiannis has got his 4th rebound in this one. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. A 3 ball. Offensive rebound. Left side, Brown. Pass to Papagiannis. Stolen away. 2 on 1 as they jump out on the break. Knocked away. Here's Calathes. He's guarded by Howard. Here's Papagiannis. 59 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Korkmaz kicks to James. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots. Unable to get that one.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
And those aren't the type of 3-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And good that time. Papagiannis has got 4 this quarter.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
There's the killer 2-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. To the inside. Here's Brown. And it's in off the backboard. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
It's good on the putback. 7 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Calathes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Up 6. We're going to... 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Fires the three. Diallo, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
They've got Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the center, locking down the middle. Lock it two. That three off the mark. Now Diallo. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
First team foul. Into the lineup of your home team, number 8.
The visitors on defense. They trail by 6. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
It's good.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
From downtown, that shot no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Swiped it away. Down low, Sedekursky's pass to Jock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Fires for three. They get the rebound. It's up a three. The three. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right? With the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
Here's the screen. Pass to Baldwin. Looking to end his cold spell. Corniche with the rebound. Corniche has got 6 rebounds here tonight. The layup missed. Pushing it up. This one for 3. Baldwin can't get it to go. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Diallo the pass to Corniche. Here's a Kobo.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. No good there. Kobo's gone. 1 of 3 shooting so far. Yaramaz. No good on the 3. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Bucket is good. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Jock. Latre. It's hauled in by Diallo. Right wing. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Moniunas no luck.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And really deep through that time. Diallo has the open look, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Baldwin looking for the opening. Out to the right wing. It's deflected.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Inside. It's in! What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. It's good!
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean,